Hey guys, I just wanted to shed some light on the situation in Greece. There's a article that I'm going to read. It's fairly short, small video from Reuters. This article was posted today. Today is November 15th, 2017. It was posted roughly 2 hours ago, so if you want to check it out for yourself, go ahead. Um, so I'm just gonna play the video, read the article, and then I got some questions that hopefully you, the viewers, might be able to answer, or maybe shed a little more light just to help out my perspective of things, and maybe even yours. That would be great. So first, we're just gonna watch this short little minute video, so you guys can see what's going on in Greece right now. All right, so there you have it. It's not a really deep flood, but it's a fast-moving flood, so those can even be more dangerous than the deeper ones. But so the article goes on to explain that it's taking place right now in Athens, Greece. So flash floods turned roads into raging torrents of mud and debris on the fringes of Greece's capital on Wednesday, killing at least 14 people, inundating homes and businesses, and knocking out a section of a major highway. There were fears the death toll could rise further as rescue crews searched for potentially missing people in flooded homes and streets on the western outskirts of Athens. The flood came after a severe overnight storm brought driving rain to the area. Roads turned into muddy rivers that carried away vehicles, tossing them into piles on roadsides and against fences of buildings. Several walls from yards and low buildings collapsed, filling the streets with rubble. 12 of the people were killed. 4 women and 8 men were found in or near Mandra, a small town on the western outskirts of Athens that was hardest hit by the flood. The Coast Guard recovered the bodies of 2 more men believed to have been swept out to sea by the flood. Floodwater carrying debris charged toward the coast, sinking fishing boats in a small harbor. Several people were being treated in a hospital for various injuries, including hypothermia. So that would be one main problem when you have rushing water, especially if it's cold water. You don't want to be stuck in it too long because chances are you will wind up getting hypothermia. And worst case scenario, your body shuts down, your organs shuts down. It's not good. The fire department said it had received more than 600 calls for help pumping water out of buildings and had rescued 86 people trapped in vehicles and homes. They said it had deployed around 190 firefighters with 55 vehicles. All fire services across the wider Athens area had been put on alert as more bad weather was expected for the area Wednesday night, so tonight. A section of the highway between Athens and Corinth was completely knocked out, with cars, trucks, and buses trapped in an inundated underpass. Judicial authorities ordered an immediate investigation into the deaths and material damage. Investigators would be looking into whether factors such as shady, let's just say, or illegal construction might have contributed to the severity of the flooding. Local authorities shut down schools in the areas of Mandra near Peramos and Megara, while the fire department appealed to the public to avoid the area unless absolutely necessary in the effort to reduce traffic. More hazardous weather was predicted for large swaths of Greece later Wednesday and also in coming days. So probably between today and the weekend. That's probably what they mean, a couple days anyways. With storms predicted for western Greece and for the parts of Greek capital. So they're predicting that the capital is going to be probably hit hard. I wouldn't see why it would diminish now. I would have to go and check out the weather maps, but if they're saying a couple days, then they must already think or assume that the storm is either going to progress or stay where it's at right now, but either way, it's still not good. It's more flooding, more damage, more people without homes and power. The deaths come a day after authorities declared a state of emergency on a small island of Semia due to the torrential rainfall there that flooded homes and shops, swept vehicles into the sea, and cut power after local power station was flooded. So they had to cut power, otherwise it probably would have ended up worse. My guess, electrical fires. But my main question with all of these devastating natural disasters that have impacted the world in the year 2017. Could these natural disasters be caused by the polar shift? The last time I checked, I haven't checked into it recently, but the Earth has shifted 6 degrees. Now, some people go, oh, that's only 6 degrees, but 6 degrees can have major impacts on our planet. If the polar shift is to be blamed, it would make enough sense to well, let's just say that with the polar shift, like the north becomes south, south becomes north, and with that, things are going to shift. Not just the ground, but the sea as well. So maybe the water is just moving, going with the flow, finding a new flow because of the polar shift. I don't know. Are we giving man too much credit? Do we really think we as humans, yes, I know we're a very intellectual group. We're very smart, even smarter when we're together than we are when we're apart. That's why, people need to communicate. That's what this channel is all about, helping each other. But like I said, are we giving man too much credit? Are they really at the point now where they can control the weather 100%? I really don't think so. Others do. What do you think? Or are we living in the end of time? Is this a Bible prophecy being fulfilled? Are these the birth pains that the Bible warned of before the second coming of Jesus Christ? I have to admit, I'm not saying it's not true, and I'm not saying it is. I do believe in Jesus. I think everybody needs to find some light, whatever that may be. That's your opinion, your choice. But if you look at natural disasters just from 2017 alone, things have definitely increased. They have expanded further on a global scale. And the devastation is just horrific. It's like, I know that we have dealt with multiple huge storms in the past, and some people will say that what's happened this year is nothing compared to what has happened in the past. But when you combine everything that has happened in 1 year compared to everything that was spread out over the past years, that's where the problem lies. That's why I'm kind of thinking that maybe we might be living the times of the birth pains. Maybe we might be living the beginning of a fresh start. Let me know what you think down below, because the biblical portion is a topic all on its own. But I am curious as to what others think when it comes to these natural disasters, why they're here, how they're being formed, and what's the consequences, because there has got to be consequences for our actions. We cannot just continue to live on this planet and destroy it and think that we're going to get away with it. It's not how it works. And we're being shown that. But comment down below. Please like and share the video so that way I can get multiple views on this topic, as that's what it's all about. Everybody's opinion working together, trying to come to a final conclusion as a team, not as an individual, because we've already learned that doesn't work. And if you like what you see, please subscribe to my channel for newer updates. Hit the bell button if you would like all updates instead of just particular ones. It's really doing me more of a favor to have subscriptions. I don't really care about the subscriptions. I'd rather have you guys share the video. That's all I really care about, sharing the video, so that way others can see it. It's the only way to actually get the word around, and it's the only way to do a poll, shall I say. I really want to know what everyone else thinks. So on that note, enjoy the rest of your day. I know it's a little bit of a gloomy one, depending on where you live, possibly even a wet one. Stay warm, as it is kind of cold. And take care.